Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Goodo. Just turn this down. That's a bit weird. I got it on the phone before I got it on the YouTube streaming software. How strange. Okay. So I'll just position. Oops. This connection on this camera is getting a bit dodgy. Okay, let's move across. Right, so I've been working on this Philips BX or B6X, I think it is, 52 or something like that. Stereo unit from Europe, 1966-67. I've recapped it probably about 2 years ago, and while the FM works beautifully, the AM, I just can't work out what's wrong with it. And I suspect that it's this down here. Try not to do this with it by disconnecting it. Yeah, it's this transistor down here, which is the oscillator. I don't think the oscillator's running. So I'm going to, but I have had this, actually I have had this out and tested it, come to think of it. Yeah. Okay, I'll order a couple more transistors. This one, which is a very specific one for the oscillator, and there's a couple of others up in the front end up here. So we'll order those and we'll do something with it in a few weeks. Just disconnect the speaker wires and unplug it. Right. Yeah. Try not to drag everything down. Okay. Okay. Now, where is a cloth? Know where that's come from. Okay, back to the GX300. Now I think last time we got this working, didn't we? Thanks to someone's wonderful help. It's back a bit far, isn't it? That'll do. Yeah. So I was about to put this capacitor in. It's a 25 volt at 250 nanofarads, or microfarads I should say. Yeah. So I've done some work on the dial. Doesn't look too good on here on the camera, but yeah, it's much clearer than it was, and I'll continue to polish that up. It does have a couple of deep scratches in it, but I don't know how to, well, I'm not going to replace that. I've also cleaned up the meter a little bit, and the paint is drying as we speak on the badge, which was chipped, and the in center of the speaker grill, which was rusty. So I've touched those up with Tamiya paint, which isn't a which is a water-based paint, is what I'm trying to say. So I don't know how it's going to work on metal. Right, now just let me familiarise myself with it. So it looks like, yeah, so we've got to undo some screws on the board. So this time I won't pull off the red wire or put a hole in the speaker or anything like that. Fingers crossed. We've got to do this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And I wonder what's on. Is that board got the big capacitor on it? Looks like it does. Oh no, that's wired across to there. So I'll very carefully really don't want to undo the string on this. It looks as though I might have to. So unplug it, and I'll lay it down. And I'll bring you across to the other channel, or the other camera. And bring you down a bit. Bit too far, maybe. Yeah, that zoom buttons on these cameras is less than ideal. Yeah. So actually this may come off. I'm a bit worried about this because if I do something to the string, it's going to be very difficult to get it back together again. So I'm not worried about the knob so much, but this, oh crikey. So it does one turn around here, comes back into there. Okay, so I'll document this as best as I possibly can. Bring this over down again and across. There's that. So where's my pointer or a pencil or something? Here we go. So it comes out of here, around and out. No? Oh yeah. So around there, and where does it go? So this one comes around here. There's only one string. So how does this work? That one. Maybe this one comes down here and in there. Anyway, comes down there, down across another pulley down the bottom, around the tuning gang shaft, up here, around here, looks like 2.5 times, around here 2.5 times, and back down there. So if it all falls apart, at least I know what's going on there. Okay. Screwdriver. Now I'm set up for another radio here. Actually, I'll go and get my little magnetic dish, which I've got all the other screws in. Back in one shake of a lamb's what's it. Okay, got the dish. So these are the red screws. These are the ones with the washer type thing on them. These ones as opposed to these ones. Where are you? Oh yeah. Okay, right, that should be loose, which it is. Aha, that all comes out in one unit by the looks of it. What's preventing it coming out? Something at the top here. the knobs have to come off. No. Maybe this screw down here. This is another normal screw. Yes. But something else is holding it. One piece, that top, yep. Sorry if I'm getting out of camera shot, but this takes a bit of concentration. In fact, I'll bring you back out. It's something at the very top. And the whole tuning thing seems to be well, it's not actually attached to the board. Just wondering, is this something to do with it? Crikey, that is actually on the wires. And it doesn't go through. How does that come out then? I think you have to desolder the wires to remove this capacitor, because these sort of ribbing, or not ribbing, whatchamacallit, the strengthening. There's something at the top stopping it coming out. It lifts up and then slides forward so the button can come out. Or maybe this has to come off. Take that off. Actually, there's a red screw there. On these national Panasonic radios, the red screws are the ones that need to come out. No. Something is stopping it. What is stopping it? This is getting a little bit tricky, this. Okay. So if I move, okay, so one end of the ferrite goes down. I'll take a photo of this. Okay. And the other end goes onto there. Okay. So right. Come on, little Weller. Just waiting on the soldering eye. It went to sleep. Yeah, there it is. Stabilizing. Come down, come down. Okay. Right. So, actually, this looks like it's been off before. In fact, it has been off before. So someone's been in here. And this one doesn't look like it's been off. Right. Oh yes, it does. There's a big lump of solder. Yeah. Okay. Right. I wonder if the battery leads or something, maybe. There's definitely something up around here which is preventing it coming off. And wonder if it's that. Scroll thing. Okay. So that's pretty soft rubber, that. Actually, I might be able to do most of this. There's nothing under the batteries. Yeah. So I might be able to get... It's going to be difficult, but... Well, it's actually not that difficult. If I use a pair of tweezers or something, I should be able to get down into here. I suspect, though, this is the mic mixing section, because there's the pot there. Bring it back down again. Yeah, so this is the pot for the mic mixing, and yeah, so this would be the circuitry for that. There's a transistor down there. Yeah, there's actually one right down inside there. Where be my tweezers? There we go. So there's one right down in there. Can I get to that? Yep. If I'm really... Okay. So that... And this one's fairly easy. These two shouldn't be too hard down under here now that the aerial's out the way. Oh, I forgot to get some 1 microfarad capacitors this week. I was going to get some decent ones. So this one is, I'll look very closely, 3.3 at 25 or something. Yeah, 3.3 at 25. Okay, so we'll start on that one. And what's this one? Another. Can't really see what this one is. Going to have to take that one out. And this one is a 1. Yeah. And I suspect that's a 1. That'll be a 1 down there, no doubt. So the bigger ones are more of a problem. And this one is big secret. Oh, it's a 1, I think, or a 6. Can't quite read that. It's not. It's a 10. I think that's a 10 at 16 volts. Okay, so we'll start with this 10 at 16. I think I've got some of those. So I'll have a look at some of those, and yeah. 10 at 16, 10 at 100, 10 at 16. Geez, they're tiny. I don't know. Right. It was this one, wasn't it? 10 at 16. So I can either go for these really tiny ones or the slightly larger ones. Yeah, these are probably these will do. Yeah, so these, yeah, okay. Well, I think what I might do, really want to replace this one though. And this one, yeah, the wire goes down. I don't know where it ends up. I'll just put that back in there. I'll have to be very careful now. Turning this over. Right. And where does that capacitor connect to? Now it looks like, does it go right? Geez, it goes right the way across to here. Goes right across to here. So it's something to do with the battery or power supply. Can I put this back in temporarily? Not really. So now I'm going to break something on this. Yeah. So goes right across now. Which is the positive and which is the negative? And can I put the smaller one somewhere less inconvenient? Right. How interesting. Right, so we'll take these covers off. Yeah, so they're crimped on, unfortunately. So the black is negative. Remember that, black is negative. Right. Now, So this is a 25 at 220. This is a 2200. Okay, so we'll scrap that for the moment. 2200 at 10 volts. I'll have a look for one of those. Right, have we got? $2,200. It's 16. Or 2,200 at 50. Now that one is much bigger. And I was going to save that for something else. It looks pretty similar, even though this is rubbish cap. It's one of those suntan horrible things. What I'm might do is just, where are my cutters? Did have them before. Here we go. So what I might do is just chop this here and we'll test it. I don't know whether you can tell the difference in the sound, but I've got a felt board up behind. I've been clearing out the garage and I've managed to get to my felt boards. So let's test this. Yeah, it's just over 10% higher. I think I might change it. I'll just test this horrible suntan one. $1.9. Well, that's well under. But the ESR is pretty similar. Okay. I guess this will last a good few years, but now that I know that it's just on wires, long wire, I guess I can change that. Yeah, where did I put the cutters? I just put them down. Just had them in my hand. Oh, why am I going so insane? Ken Bruce has gone mad. Ken Bruce has gone mad. Okay. I'll Let's put a little pigtail on this, or a loop. Good. And chop this off. And we'll move these down again. The sun is out again. It's been stormy all day. Really strong howling north wind, but it has been quite warm. Went to a town near here yesterday, to Maryborough. We went on the train. Some friends came up from Melbourne and we jumped on the train and we went to Maryborough for the day. Very nice place, Maryborough. But it's very flat up there. And it gets colder than here at night and way hotter during the day. So now I think it was black being negative. We'll just check. Where are we? Yes. Black being negative. Good. Right. And let's see if we can make a mess of soldering this. Stay on there. One. Well, that was dumb, wasn't it? I put the flux on there and then I just went and twisted it. So I've got flux all over my fingers now. Folks are dumb where you come from. Well, folks are dumb where I come from. Okay, let's trim that bit of wire off. Okay, now we got enough distance there. Not going to short. And that's going to need some hot snot in there. So it's a bit narrower than the other one. That's okay for now. Now, this isn't going to pick up any AM because I've got the ferrite disconnected. But I just want to make sure it powers up. Yeah, all the speaker wires are connected this time. Power off, power on. And I've taken the screw out, haven't I? I can't turn it on. No. So what else needs to be connected? Nothing really. Oh, it is working. Where's an aerial?
It is a model city built by the communists in 1953 to show people essentialism would give them right up until the entire system went to crap. It's actually an amazing architectural place with it's a place to rebuild it so that young and old people. Fascinating place.
Tom Hanks. Well, in the latest push to put Eisenhudenstadt on the map, 2 German professionals have...
Okay. Okay. Right. What time is it? Almost 5 o'clock. So I'm just going to have a bit of a drink and have a look around here. Now I'm just wondering whether to screw this back together again. That's a bit, no, I can go underneath that one. Yeah. Okay. So the next one was up here, wasn't it? And you can't say that. I'll bring you out again. Yeah, our next one was up in here. So that doesn't look very promising, to be honest. I think it's going to be below all of the tuning guff. Below it, yeah, it's underneath here. Now, do I take that screw out? If I'm super careful, it's the power cord, isn't it? Idiot. Yeah. If I take this off, can I do it without it springing everywhere? Okay. This is a big risk, this one. This could destroy the radio forever. Right. Very careful not to lose that screw. Stopping this now. Okay. Right, I'm going to take the knob off. And actually this whole assembly comes up. Okay. Oh, okay. So you can actually see the scroll. I won't turn that actually. Yeah, you can see the scroll and it's sort of a clearish plastic. Okay. So I'll be very careful about putting this down. Now can we get the board out? No. Something up this end, this corner. There's a screw there, I think. Is that? Yeah, okay. So if we can take this out, put this screw back in its dial thing. Funny, I took something out there and noticed that down there. Now, is this going to come out? Still something down there holding it. Yeah. Okay, so we've got yet another severe weather notification. Damaging winds for all you overseas people. Okay. Wow. A 121 kilometre gust was recorded at Mount Gellibrand at 11:31 a.m. 11:31 a.m. Now that's approaching cyclone force, which is very unusual in Victoria. No, I'm not going to be able to get this out. There's something holding it up here now. Yeah. No, I can't really see that. No, I'm not taking it to get apart any further. Otherwise I'll never get it back together again. Okay, where were we? This little what is it? Oh yeah, 10 microfarads. This one up here. Now, no. No. What have you done, Panasonic? It's all under this wax. Does that actually serve a purpose, or is it just holding the wires in place? They don't make these easy to work on, that's for sure. Yeah. Where is it? It's down underneath all this wax and wires, and yeah. How much do I care about this radio? The speaker doesn't sound all that fantastic. It sounds like it's pretty worn out. I'll leave that one as well. Am I actually going? Well, I have done one thing today, haven't I? Right, over here. And they're covered in wax as well. Although we've got a bodge resistor in there. Yeah, might better dig that out. Okay. There's the big black screwdriver. Had this screwdriver for about 35 years and it's still great. And some other screwdrivers have come and gone, and modern ones I can't, just too thick on the tip. Suppose wax is better than hot snot in the long term, but it's a bit of a nuisance when you have to change things. Yeah, it's above that. Might desolder that wire. Yep, okay. That goes there. Might have to melt this out the way, I think. I get the majority of it off. Where is this will do. So that should be all right. Right. Okay. Now where is So that one is there. Expecting lots of smoke here. Suppose I better check that I've got these capacitors. So that's a 3. So that's at 3.3, and this one is I don't know. Oh yeah, 3.3 and so 3.3. No, 10. Okay, 3.3 and a 10. I think this was a 10, wasn't it? Yeah, so we've got the 10. Now I just need 3.3. This must be awfully boring. 3.3. One year, 10. Where are my 3.3s? There we go. Now that's 33. 33, yeah. Should have some 3.3s. Oh, there we are. .3 at, what's the voltage on these? $50. Yeah. And these are Nichicons too, so. Right, so we're got a wire or a bridge there, 1, 2, 3, up. In fact, what I'm going to do, let's put this back in properly. And at least temporarily. Yep. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 up. So there's that. Fingers crossed it's those two. Now this is going to be a problem because it's going to go down through the hole, isn't it? And where did I put the tweezers? There. Where did I put the tweezers? I can't find the tweezers again. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What an idiot. Get your brain back one day. So here's the pliers, desoldering sucker thing, that big 2200, the cutters, but no tweezers. Put those away. I can't find the tweezers anywhere. I'll have to do it this way then. That's one of them. Out. And that one is almost out. Where's the other side of it then? That is it. Gotcha. Now, this is going to be hard to put back in because, ooh, that one has leaked. Yeah, just leaked slightly. So negative is north or towards the dial, and yeah, here's the hole. So that's one of the holes, is it? Yeah, so it's on a track, and there's a big lot of solder on it. Now, yeah. And was that, yeah. What do we want now? Okay. That's the big emergency app. Yeah. Okay. Yes, it's somewhere in, I don't know whether you can see that or not, but it's in that track across there. Yeah. So somehow I've got to clear the hole without making, yeah. Yeah, this is probably going to be another week fix in this. And the next 2 weekends I'm down in Melbourne, but it's on the Saturday, so I should be okay. Now I'm going to just try and clear this hole. Almost. No. Yeah, the other solder is just flowing straight into it. Oh, no, I've cleared it. I think. That was lucky. Yep, it's clear. Now, this is going to be the hard part. And I've forgotten whether... No, it was that way. I think. space these so they go straight in. Oh, lucky. Gee, that was lucky. Although if I was conceited, I could just say, no, that was all well planned. Exactly how I wanted it to go in. Yes, Jotman, it's sort of good and bad engineering. It's too complicated for its own good. But I guess they were they weren't learning how to make radios. This is 50 years ago, in 1974, I think it was. Come on. Before I do anything else on that, I'm going to test it. But making a radio like this, yeah, was something a little bit different, and they tried to do too many things with it. Okay. Yep. So that's working. Yes, yes, it was negative north, and the other one is negative south. Now, getting in here is a bit of a problem, because it's right underneath here. Yeah. Yeah. It's long a little bit. So that's there, and is that it? Maybe. That's it. I'll get that down there. So the other one must be down in here, in this wax. Yep. That's almost out. Yep. There it is. Trying to burn myself with the iron. Now, that one is beginning to bulge quite a bit. So put those over there for the second. So that's the 3.3 and yeah, 10. Uh-oh. You idiot, Andrew. I've just put the 10 in and yeah. So that's going to have to come out again. Yeah, the wind is getting up again. It's clear. And that's clear. What an idiot. Come on. Okay. Right, you're out. So this one was negative south. In fact, I might put this one in first, so I can yeah. I've got a lot of solder on here. Okay, we did clear the hole then. Amazing. I'll just check my photos for the polarity. Yeah. Excuse me. Just have a sip of this tea. Okay. Just deciding whether to put a new one in because this is so tiny. It might have boiled you putting the soldering iron on it. But try it anyway. It's not that impossible to get to. Bugger. Thought that went in easily. Yeah, we'll get another one. Okay. These are just not so expensive you need to worry about them. And you should always leave the ends in the, oh, there's my tweezers underneath the capacitors. Idiot. Folks are dumb where I come from. Yes, so yeah, I always cut them off because otherwise you get all the gunk from the tape. And they're quite close together, those ones. That's why it didn't go in first time. Is that in? That looks like it. Bending the legs so it doesn't fall out. Then I'll put the 3.3 in. Yes, so I was used to pull them out of these. I think they're called ammo packs or something. But the tape, yes, doesn't solder the tape very well, or where the glue is, and then in the long term it mucks it up, even though you're just pushing it right through. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's gingerly solder these in and see if we've got these the right polarity. Then we're just going to put that yellow wire back on, and the other wire with the resistor in it, bodge resistor. It had lots of solder on it there. Come on. Yep. Yeah, all the wax. Now, I will definitely need to look at the photos for where the stuff went. Yellow went in that square bit. Yeah. Okay. And of course you can't see any of that, can you? So what I'm doing is putting this back onto here. Come on. Come on. Right, so that is well and truly on. And the other one went where so that one went down there, that's easy. He says very bravely. Yeah, it's better. We get to the soldering iron to that. And I'll put some fresh solder on it. It looks pretty dull. Bernies. And try it again. Yeah, we're working. Thank goodness for that. Oops, didn't mean to unplug that. Need to unplug that. Okay. Right. Now for another tricky piece. Down in there. Now I don't think we're going to be able to leave the aerial in place. They're going to be very tricky. And there's just two wires attached to a switch down here, but actually, does that come out? No. Yeah, we know there's high winds and everything. That is, yeah. Where can I put this? Will that sit down there? Not quite. Maybe. No. What I might do is put some tape onto that. And hopefully that'll hold it while I do down these ones here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that's one. Don't know whether you can see that or not. Holding onto the speaker as well. Yeah. Where'd my pointer go? This will do. So there's one right down in there underneath this piece here. So there's one there. Oh, stand up and do this. Yeah. So yeah, so there's one down underneath there. There's one just down in there, one underneath there, one across there, and that one is going to be straightforward. I don't know whether I need to do all of those, so I suspect some of them are just the amplifier for the microphone. Okay, I'm going to have a bit of a toilet break. I'll be back in a second. one back. Okay. Right. So, well, yeah. Of course, they're all facing the wrong way, aren't they? And I can't read them. Now, this one is, I would start at this end here. That one is something at 50 volts. Oh, that's that one at 50, isn't it? So we'll leave that alone for a moment. What's this one? This is going to be impossible, this one. That one's one at 50 as well. I haven't got any of those. And this one, that one is a 220. Yeah, okay. And this one is a 100. Yeah, 100 at 6.3. So we've got 3 ones. Yeah, 3 ones and the 100 and the 220. So I can only replace the 100 and the 220. This is definitely going to be next week job. To do the other ones. What was this one? Did we even look at that one? Well, that's a 220 as well. 220. Might put some of these away. .3. Yeah. .7. Okay, 100. 100 at 25. And 220 at 25. So this is, yeah, that not going to, trying to avoid using these Slimmic ones. Slimmic 2 100. there's Slim It too. Okay, so these are audio ones too. Bit reluctant to use these, but I guess I can still get these ones. These are the Nichicon Audio KT series. Right, so we'll do this one down here, since we've got the board loose and we can sort of get to it. So that one, no, that's the 220. So what's the voltage on that? 6.3. You gotta be kidding. It's very big for 6.3. So, oh no, these are 22s. What are you doing, Andrew? I'll have to get one of those fail buttons. $220 at 50. That's better. That's more like it. Right. So I should be able to do everything but the ones. The 1 microfarad ones. Now that is got nothing there, and then we've got the IF cans there. Bugger. This is all going to be waxed again, isn't it? Oh. And we've got those coils there too. Oh. This is going to be damn near impossible. Why does that wire go through that coil? So move that out the way. Yeah. Now, have we got to do that? No, actually, more over there, aren't we? Clear area. I'm going to take a chance, and I think it might be there. That one is no. It's down there. We've got that big clear area. Well, it's directly north of the screw hole, which, oh bugger, what a, it's right in the middle of the wax. And around that coil too. I really don't want to damage these two coils, as they're going to be impossible to replace. This is turning out to be quite a difficult radio to work on. So it's right down in there. It's underneath this one. What have they done here? Where's my... trying to break through the wax. Move this. So it's directly below there. Must connect to this coil or something. Yeah. What the devil? Yeah. So that goes down. So it's directly down here. I'm just really concentrating here. As if I damage this coil, it's all over Red Rover. Yeah, it's directly below that. Oh no, it's not. It's not directly below because it's on standoffs. It's actually next to the, so it's further this way. So it must be this one here with the big plus on it. And yeah, so I'll try doing this one first. Not that you can see very much, I don't think. So I'm zoomed out. Yeah, it's down here. Is that connected across? Yeah, that's the same. So it must be on this one here, this white wire. So I'll just take that white wire off, and that'll melt all the wax away at the same time. So I'll keep this upright. I don't have to cook dinner tonight, so I'm going to continue on and do these 3 capacitors, as long as this one doesn't take too long. I'll take this off, if it'll come off. Yeah. Now, heat travelled up that and it burnt it a bit, but anything under there? Yes, we do. I think. No, it's just the coil. I think. Yeah. Oh no, there it is. Sorry you can't see this, but so the coil is disconnected. No, that's just a ground plane there. Can I get my fingers in and twiddle that? Where'd it go? There. I suspect it's right over here actually. And then I'll look at it. Yeah. Now, if we put that back, hopefully we haven't done any damage. Now, little wire there. That's nothing. No, that's the track. Try this one. Aha. And this one. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I'm going to put all this back. Should have taken a photo, shouldn't I? In fact, no. Did that go in there? I'm sure it did. Right. What I'm going to do is turn it on and just check that I put the wires back in the right place. Yes. Well, it's at least making the correct noises. Why did I unplug that again? Okay. So we've got negative south on this one. And I should be able to just grab this and pull it out. Come out. Right, that one's out. And this one. Yeah, it is the same ground plane. So that must be a negative or something on there. The earth. Come on. There we go. And our holes are almost clear. Yeah, we've got clear holes. And yeah, so that's what tricked me at being on such long leads. So I'm not sure why that is the case. Now I've got to work out where I took it from, don't I? Now that was silly of me. I didn't take a, not that I could really take one, but see one hole. Where's the other hole? So that's one hole. And so the other hole. And this one's beginning to bulge as well. It's not looking very happy at the bottom. These are all that cross vent on the top of them. So oh, is that down there? Ah, now I see why. Looking for the holes. Is that it? Yeah. We've got more waxed wires. We've got 3 holes there. 1 hole. Yeah, that's it. Right down between things. This is going to be impossible to put. I see why they left the legs so long. Okay. And this one is pretty much identical size. So it was negative toward south. Do that. Let's see if I can get this in without losing the insulating pieces. No. Great. Gee, that wind's getting up again. Where did that go? Oh, I see. Right. Just put a little bit of a kink in there. Stop that falling. Gee, that's really blowing out there. Yeah. Hope the roof doesn't come off. So that sounds like what it's doing. No, that's not kinked enough. It's one in. Now let's see if I can manipulate this to go in. So can't see anything down there. Where's my the batch of the torches out in the car, in the garage. Yeah, okay. I just can't see where this is going to go. Oh, yep. Can I? Not too far away from the hole, but getting it in there. So can't bend the other one. Oh, yep. No. What I might do is just put a dab of solder on this one. Bend this over. And we're through. Well, that was bloody hard. Yeah. Okay. Stop. Okay. Right. Now again, I'm going to plug it in and test it. Careful. Now, this is going to work. Yes. Okay. Right, so next two fun ones are down in there, above the battery thing. Okay, I'm going to have a very quick drink. Because the cup of tea is stone cold. So chat among yourselves for about 2 minutes. While I go and get a glass of something. I'm back. Okay, so I have a glass of fizzy stuff, which is actually Ural. Yeah, still on those sorts of things. Right. So I'll show you what we're up against now. Bring you over to the other camera. Now, don't know whether that's any better view, but these two up here, and it's sort of blocked by this piece here. Yeah. Yeah, you can see there's one below this treble control here, and the other one is below it. So this one's, we both, oh, excuse me, I haven't even had the sip of drink yet. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, it's these two here. And just unplug this. So why isn't this turning? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it's under all this stuff down here. I don't know whether I can move these out the way. Yeah, a little bit. It's this white one here which I want to get rid of. I don't think I'm going to be able to actually, because oh no, thought it was hooked around this one. Right. Okay. Let's put that down there. Good. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be not easy. Put it that way. Get out of it. Now. We've got, so it's down. Oh, that's not too bad. Gee, that's rather yucky, that solder joint there. Yeah, this one is actually white. Don't know why that would be white. It's got wax on it. Why would they put wax there in this day? Oh, I won't ask. Okay, so this one, yeah, I'm just going to have to poke around, I think, for both of them. So, yeah, so it's down here somewhere. Wonder if it's those two. Okay, one way to find out. So I'll bring you over to the other camera again. Did I say that down there? Just trying to feel where it is. Is that the pot? Yep, I can feel that, and yeah, it's got to be one of those down there. So that's 1, 2, 3 for the pot, and directly below it is that one. Yeah. Almost went for the solder gun then, the solder sucker, but I need to get another tip for it. This looks a bit big for one of the Panasonic capacitors at the time. We'll push that down. And we'll see. We can wriggle that around. Why is... oh, it's just the board moving, isn't it? Be so careful not to burn the wires. Oh, they've cancelled the thunderstorms. Yes, maybe not that one. Might be that one. not melting that solder. So I have to put a bit of new stuff on it. It's better. Where was I? There. Where's the bar? Yep. This one. Trying not to burn any wires here. No. It's got to be one of those. Actually, I'm not touching that, am I? This is what it is down here. Wriggling the pot rather than the capacitor. No. No. Can't be right over there. Where is it then? Oh, we've got a oh, I see. Is that it? That isn't it either. Well, where is it? I'm going to take this blue wire off before I burn it even more. I haven't touched it, but it's the plastic's beginning to melt because I've got the soldering iron so close to it. Right. Right. So that is well out the way now. That's got wax on it too. Do they do the whole board with wax? House of Wax. Yeah, a terrible film with Vincent Price. Yeah. Can't be that far down, can it? Not that one. Where the hell is it then? Excuse my French. Hold on to this different way. Ah, it's right over here. It's nowhere near. No? Yeah, that's it. Okay. It must be, yeah, I can feel the heat coming through there. And is it this one? No. So this one. Yeah. Okay. Finally figured it out. It's nowhere near where I thought it was. Okay. Oops, just dropped solder in the back of the speaker. That'll be a great thing, won't it? Yeah, which one was it? Was the low one, wasn't it? So much unnecessary solder on this. But I suppose it was all hand soldered. Come on. Yeah, melt the solder and it just flows back in again. Now we have negative south, I think. Which one am I doing? Is that one? Okay. Ooh, that's that one. Yeah. So this one is negative north. This is red hot. So I'm definitely getting the right one. Move all that out the way. Yeah, to a point. It's just gone back in again, hasn't it? Careful. if I can grab it with the pliers. Yep. Come out. This is so difficult because you've got no space to grab anything, and okay. Come on. It's almost out, but not quite. Come on. Why isn't it coming out? That last little bit. Come on. Just not coming out, that last little bit. Must be bent over or something. I don't know if I can get any bigger pliers in there. Okay. No, it's out of the hole, but it's not coming out of the radio. Yeah. I got both leads or something. Oh, there it is. Geez, that was a struggle. And it, yeah. So 220 at 6.3, and it's negative north. Yeah. Geez, that was hard to get out. It's 100. And where did the 220s? Where did I put them? There's the 220s. Yes. And north. Okay, that was easy to put in. I'll have this finished before dinner yet. Right. Well, I'm going to do finish these capacitors off. We'll do this one other one. We've still got the 3 1s to do. Let's have a look at the computer. Yeah, still got it. Yep. So we'll have to chop that lead off too. In fact, I'll do that right now before that shorts on anything when it gets bent. If it gets bent. Yeah. Okay. One. Shouldn't really put the solder in my mouth, but okay, that came straight off. I'm trying not to lift the tracks as well. That's better. A bit too much, but come on. Go there. It's flowing everywhere but onto the leg of the capacitor. Leaving a gaping great hole. Yes, I'll put tons of solder on there. All right. Now we'll try this again. Actually, put those wires off, but still working. Okay, now I want to do the lower one. Now there's nothing between that and the other one. Yeah, so this is going to be directly below that. I might bring you over to the other camera so you can have a look. Yeah, so I thought it was directly below. Yeah, it was down. I thought it was down here, but it's actually right over there. And the other one is very conveniently directly below. It can't be. Yes, it's in. No, it's not in sideways. So it must be this one and this one. And these, I was going to say stupid wires, but they're not stupid, are they? I'll put that over there. At least this is better than the 3D bloody printer. Yes, computer, I know. I swore then. Sorry. Yeah. So, got quite a gap down there though. So we've got that one. Must be these two. Must be these two here. Yeah, there's all these bodge wires and things like that on this. I mean, today they'd use double-sided boards, or 4 or 6 layer boards. See all this is one. Yeah, there's that one there. There's all this stuff down the bottom here. And then there's one up here, one there, one over there. They're everywhere. Okay. So that doesn't look like it though. It's got to be. So there's nothing. There's a big gap. I guess. And then we go down to that resistor. Nothing else. So it could be, that's the resistor. Yeah, it's got to be those two. Why? They're too close together. Okay, let's have a play around and we'll see if we have the right thing. So right down there. Maybe it's down, no. Maybe it's not that, maybe it's that one and that one. Okay. So, I'll turn you back to the other camera. This up here at the way. Right. There we go. Right. So we'll try melting this one. Oh, I felt something then. Yep, that's it. Right, we'll move that away. Oh, melted the plastic. It's insulated thing. Okay. So you can go over there. So that's one of them. And is it that one there? No. And I've just melted that track, haven't I? So it must be up here, maybe this one. No. So it's this one. Yeah, it's that one. And this one. Yep. Okay. Okay. Right. So my solder sucker onto this one. There's a lot of solder on this. I guess the wire went to it, didn't it? Come on, melt. Almost. It's going to need a good cleanup after this capacitor, that's for sure. There's bits of solder spraying everywhere. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, okay. See if I can get it out. In fact, probably need some braid on it. If I can find the braid. I saw it the other day. There we go. I ain't got quite narrow stuff, unfortunately. I really need some new clippers too, or side cutters. Don't solder to it. And that was worse than it was before. Oh well, try and get it out anyway. Almost had it. Right, what I'll do is I'm just going to clip those ends off as they're sticking out a mile. And try and get the other one out. That's loose now. That's good. Now it is negative south. Oh, there's bloody wax on the other side of it too. It really is a house of wax. Okay. So what was that one? That was the 100, wasn't it? And yeah, once I've done this, I'm going to get my dinner and everything like that. There's just leftover pizza from last night, so that'll be interesting. It's not going to go in there, is it? Yeah, I mean, I normally do these sorts of things a lot quicker than this, but because it's you can't get the board out easily. Yeah. Don't know whether probably may actually that might be something to do with the tone controls. So we'll do the bottom one first, and then the other one's got the wire on it. That up. Now, where's my tweezers again? Move this around. Why aren't you going where you lived? Don't want to go back home, do you? Good. We're going to get this down here and push this Y down. Yeah, maybe. Just need to hold this down. Not the greatest of soldering there. That's got it. Okay. Right. Trim all these off. Keep these ones, they're nice and long and they're quite thick. And they're straight. Okay. Now, just let me look very closely. Okay, I don't think we've got any shorts on there. Maybe. That braid. I'm going to get this off. I can't grab it, it's just too fine. And it's shorting right across both terminals of that capacitor. Come on, set it out the way. That's better, I think. Let's have a bit of a closer look. Yeah, it looks all right. Good. Now, what I'll do is, oh, I left the blue wire off, didn't I? Bugger. Where did that go? I have to look at the picture again, won't I? Okay. Above the white wire. So it goes there. Okay. That was easy. All splashes of solder on it. And there's another piece of that solder braid there. going to maybe move that over a bit. Yeah. Okay. So I'll stick all these wires back in here. Make it nice and neat again. And yeah, that's melted by proximity rather than touching. What just broke off then? Some part of the radio just broke off. And I don't know what it is. Where it's come from. Oh, I see. It's broken off down. Can I show you? Yeah, it's very fine, brittle plastic. Focus. Yeah. So, yeah, it's very fine, brittle plastic. And it's broken off from along here. If I can turn it around and... Yep. Flicking it on the floor now. So, yeah, it's a bit hard to grab onto and show you, but there. Yeah, it's broken off there. Like that, yep. So, yeah, that's an easy fix, but it, yeah, shows you how fragile these are getting after 50 years. Okay, now what I'm going to do very quickly is put the aerial back. Yeah, there's 4, 5, 1 microfarad caps. So I may as well just wait for the order from Mauser when I get around to doing it. And I might button this up for the time being. So we'll take all this off. This will go back here. And where did that go to? Down underneath there. Right, and get a bit of piece of rubber, put it back in, approximately there. Do that over there. We'll put this around here and somehow feed it through. going to cooperate, are you? Fortunately, this is fairly thick. It's not that super fine wire. And where did I put the tweezers again? Just had them. I'm getting tired. Where did I put the tweezers? Get another pair out. Drop them on the floor or something? No. Not like, no. Tweezers have suddenly become very cheap. In fact, I'll use these. And that way I can lock it. And I need the other pair, don't I? Good. Undo these. Get those out of the way. And just tack that on there. Temporarily. It's going to be pulled off again anyway. If I put this back, I'll at least know where it is. Where it goes, I should say. No. Aren't you wanting to stay there? Okay, that's one. Now the other one. Now that went on here, I think. Yep. Good-o. So, must have been there or something. So that is there it is. There it goes. Okay, last trial. Then I'll say goodbye for the evening, and I might catch you on Graham Radio Crunch's live stream tonight, but I'm not promising anything. I can't remember what, oh, that's just Earth, isn't it? Okay. So, and there's the tweezers, of course. Right. We have medium wave, and we have short wave. Good. Right. So I'm going to leave it for this evening. Oh, it's almost 7:30. So I've been on for 3.5 hours, which is a bit longer than I expected. But yeah. Okay. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everything, actually. Yeah. Well, next time I work on this radio, I'll have the 1 microfarad caps, and yeah, then we'll finish it off. But it does seem to be working quite well already. Should I? Yeah, I'll do the capacitor bingo thing very quickly. Where are we? I'm particularly interested in these big, or not the big ones, but the 100s and that 33. Now this one, this is 100, and what's it showing? 125. So that one is pretty much shot. This is the 10. That one's 11. So that's not too bad. This is the 220. Yeah, the one with the long leads on it. 266. Yeah. What else have we got here? I want that. Well, oh yeah, here it is. This is that 4 points. No, we didn't do 4.7 today, did we? That one's 5.7 at 2, so that is really bad, and it's got all the gunk coming out of the bottom, so I would expect it to be bad. On that one. This is the 100 at 6.3. $129. Yeah. So this proves that 50-year-old Panasonic caps are rubbish. This one is the 10 at 16. And that's 12. 1.3 ESR, that's high. And I was hoping to find the other one with the gunk coming out the bottom. This is the 33. And that's 50. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So goodbye, and I'll try and speak to you next week. But as I said earlier, we've got the HRSA sort of market day on Saturday, and then the following Saturday is a normal meeting. So yeah, and I've really got to get a little cog, double height cog for the Rover. It's stripped 2 gears, and the traction control operates off of it. It's not a stupid design, but it's been used for a stupid purpose. So yeah, and I just can't get it for love or money, and no one has been able to print it. Okay, really going this time, so I'll see you all when I see you. Bye.